Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Newton's Panthers going up against Flacco's Ravens. With that, let's get you on up to Baltimore as we welcome in our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's the lineup and a big boy in the backfield, Tolbert.
It's real easy to look at him and immediately picture a bowling ball scattering pins. That's exactly what Mike Tolbert does.
On second down, here's Newton. They'll set up the screen for Stewart. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn, 61 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. To return, here's Michael Campanaro. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On first down, Flacco. He's got it to West on the dump off. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything. And sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him a defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
On 4th down, the Panthers hand things over to the veteran Andy Lee to punt it away. Now Campanaro. Now a hit and a loose football. And he did get it back, I do think, yes. So no turnover on the punt, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Ravens taking the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And here's a look at the starting offense. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They fake the handoff. Now Flacco to pass. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, and en route, going into a little bit of traffic, maybe in the back of his mind he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And it's brought in by Pitta. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8.
They were full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
And a really nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. This is West. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Flacco out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Joe Flacco with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And Perriman's got it for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on 2nd down is New. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. 3rd and long. It's Nuke. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. So the fumble recovery, now Flacco to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Stewart is the lone setback. On first down, Newton. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now following the interception, here's Newton. It's caught right side, Dixon. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the numbers down a bit from their Super Bowl year this season for Jonathan Stewart. Did have some injuries. He finished with 824 yards. 9 touchdowns, though. Good in that department.
When it's around the goal line, he's a terrific runner because he knows how to get there, and he can run through contact, run through trash, as we like to say. That's part of the reason he accumulates the injuries that he does, because he runs inside a lot and takes on those linebackers. But we're going to work on Jonathan Stewart in the offseason, get him healthy, and have him back ready to go for next season. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Ted Ginn. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. And he'll bang that one through. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
On second down, they run with Stewart. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Here's Newton. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Newton on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Okay, Brandon, before we break this game down any farther, I've got to talk about Tom Brady. He's going for his 5th Super Bowl title. I think Bradshaw has 4, right? Montana has 4. Brady wants to be the only quarterback with 5 Super Bowl titles.
Won his first one back in 2002, trying to get number 5 in 2017. You'd think if he gets it, that he puts all the rings on at the same time.
For a definite photo shoot that'll go up in New England, everywhere, no doubt about it.
I mean out in public, just for fun.
Why not? Hey, he'd be Tom Brady with 5 Super Bowl championships, the first and only quarterback at that time.
Gano now, following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just... any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, a 22. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. The red zone first down for Flacco. To the right side to Aiken. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some time.
And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Third and just 1. It's Flacco. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Now it's Dixon. Let's go a little in-depth on Dixon. He had his moments this year, but the results were mixed. And John Harbaugh, he has said we still need another back. So where does he fit into the picture?
Well, I think he fits squarely into the middle of things because in recent years, the Ravens, who are used to having one back be the guy, they've actually gone to more of a stable. They've gone to kind of, running back by committee. So I think that that's where he fits in because he can catch the ball really well out of the backfield, and you don't want to limit that by getting him beat up running the ball inside all the time.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They come out here in the eye. Now we give to the big fullback Juszczyk. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Kyle Juszczyk as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So an excellent throw and an excellent catch there.
Zone coverage, which means you just have to find the open areas in between defenders. That's exactly what happened on that play.
First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
All right, say it with me now. There are a lot of different words we come up with. Maybe go back and forth after that play, getting his toes tapped down to make that catch. Crafty.
Yep. Wiley.
Oh, definitely.
All the veteran names.
You name it. Has every move in the book and continued to get better throughout his career so he can make that type of a catch.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kamar Aiken. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now Flacco, and unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Newton now on second down. And the tight end Olsen, right side. So the offense has it first and 10. Newton on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Okay, partner, you ready for Brandon's off-the-wall stat question of the week here?
Is that any different than any other time we talk?
No, it's not. But Chris Hogan and Julio Jones actually had the exact same numbers in the conference title games. 9 catches, 180 yards, 2 touchdowns. Who did it better?
Wow, that's a great question. Listen, the easy, trite answer is they both did it so exceptionally well, you just called a tie.
But I'm not
breaking the
accepting
tie.
that. Yeah.
I'm breaking the tie. Julio Jones did it better. That short slant where he ended up running over 2 or 3 people and taking it to the end zone, that was the clincher right there. Julio Jones did it a little bit better than Chris Hogan.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Newton. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Looking left sideline, incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Third and long, it's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ted Ginn, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So now they'll try it again as they line up to go for 2. Cam looking to throw. Rolling to his left. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Ravens. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnover. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the safety, Kirk Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Stewart is the lone setback. They go play action with Stewart. Now Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They will go for it. Now Newton. Over the middle here to Brown. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. They go back to the air here after the INT. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Rashad Perriman, 27 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Stewart is the lone setback. A play fake to Stewart. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And Olsen over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
The intended receiver was Corey Brown. Now 4th down.
And that incompletion was caused by the defense. I think they were trying to get one into the middle of the field, trying to find a receiver there. But they were in zone defense. And what are the advantages of being in zone? Eyes and reaction. Eyes meaning all eyes are on the quarterback and able to react when he throws the football and rally to that spot. And that's exactly what happened there. Able to get there and knock it away.
They snap it to Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? Looking here for Smith downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back, Just go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
To throw on second down is Newton. Flush to his right, and he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Incomplete on first down. Now flat. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly
under pressure, and they got to him again. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Baltimore is going to go here. It's Flacco. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. That if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. In the red zone this time. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer. Because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Devin Funchess, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Flacco looking here for Smith. He's got him in, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So that right there was his second pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game is like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already done that, right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a third again.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down. From his goal line here, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And the offense moving quickly to the line. On second down, here's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the safety, Kurt Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Carolina getting set to take the field. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Newton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Throwing is Newton. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. Right? They're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Time for a break. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. We're back to finish this one off after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with it?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They come up in an offset eye. Flacco. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Steve Smith, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physical. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Go now, an extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And Gibbs got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. It's a big-time play there on 4th and 10. And even 40 yards. On first down, it's Newton. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
All right, I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lardarius Webb. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Finding time. He's going to sling this. And got his man. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 83.